how's it going? I hope everyone is doing well, day or night, wherever you are in the world, and whenever you see this. This is going to be a general reading for both Leo and Virgo for August 2024. With that being said, all the readings that I do are timeless, so whenever you see this reading, hopefully there is a message here for you. And if there's stuff that doesn't resonate, just leave that stuff aside. Always check your sun, moon, and rising, and also your Venus for matters of love and all that good stuff. So yeah, I just want to check the sound here, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Just want to make sure we're good on sound. Let's see. We are... Okay, so I think we're good for sound. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and start with the general astrology notes for August. I'll talk about that real quickly, and then we'll go ahead and get started with the Leo reading, and then we will switch over to Virgo after that. So after this live is done, I will be providing timestamps for some people who just want Leo or just want Virgo. All right, so let's see what we have as far as the general astrology notes for this time for everybody. Okay, so we start off with, on August 4th, we have a new moon in Leo. All right, so new moons are always a great time as far as manifestation for planting seeds for the future, for when the moon is smaller, okay, and then as it grows to the full moon, then you can have that manifestation more likely to take place. But always feel free to do your manifestations, your prayers and intentions at any time. But yeah, we're just kind of talking about, again, the general astrology notes for everybody. Also on August 4th, we have Venus enters into Earth sign Virgo. All right, so Venus is the planet of love, of course, beauty, balance, humanitarian efforts. Okay, so when Venus enters into an Earth sign, particularly Virgo, it can be that those themes have more a slower pace to them, but also more of an organized feel. Okay, all right, so again, always check to see where you have your Venus or where you may have Virgo in your chart, as we all have all 12 signs throughout our individual birth charts. All right, and you can always get different websites online that offer free birth charts. Okay, moving forward, we do have on August 5th, Mercury is going to be in retrograde officially on August 5th. So some people like myself may have been feeling the pre-shadow period from even a week or two ago. All right, but basically that's when, according to how we perceive the planets, Mercury's stopping its forward momentum and now it is going backwards. Okay, so Mercury rules electronics, communications, just it is the planet of communication, right? So when we talk about any planets when they're in retrograde, it can be a time for reduce, revise, release kind of energy. So we usually have Mercury retrograde 3 or 4 times a year, so you can always look back to the previous Mercury retrograde and see if anything is coming up that is finalizing now in this Mercury retrograde, or something that's going over something that you went through again during the last retrograde season. Okay, but yes, so Mercury retrograde is going to be from August 5th into August 28th. All right, so a little bit of almost the whole month here of August. All right, and then moving forward on August 7th, we have Jupiter, and I always say this word wrong, so give me a second. It is, oh, how do you say this? It's sesquiquadrate Pluto. Okay, so please forgive me if I'm saying that wrong. Okay, but basically it is when Jupiter, the planet of expansion and luck, that rules religion, politics, just to name a couple things, travel, etc. But basically when Jupiter is sesquiquadrate Pluto, that's what we'll say. It means that basically Pluto is the underworld planet, right? Pisces energy, water energy. It can be talking about understanding and expanding your understanding of your world and your belief system, okay, around August 7th and continuing forward. Then on August 9th, we have Juno enters into air sign Libra. So Juno is also associated with love, soulmates, commitments, and partnerships. Okay, marriage, right? So during this time when Juno enters Libra, air sign Libra, the planet of balance, right? The balance scales. It can be more about harmony, equality, and balance with soulmates, commitments, partnerships, and marriage. Okay, so that's really like a nice kind of astrology note there. And then on August 12th, we have the first quarter moon. On August 14th, Mercury retrograde is going to be entering into fire sign Leo, where we are now. Okay, so there can be when Mercury retrograde enters into Leo, it's like more of a confident energy. It can emphasize self-love practices. Okay, again, when we're talking about Mercury retrograde, it can be talking about revising something, revisiting something, releasing something. Okay, so it's going to be different for everybody, but that's just kind of like a general note here. And then on August 19th, of course, we have the full moon in Aquarius. Okay. Another key note for August 19th is we also have Jupiter is square Saturn. So anytime we have a square, it can represent a little bit of frictional energy. Okay. But when Jupiter, again, the planet of expansion, religion, politics, travel, right, to name a few things, it can talk about the sense of freedom and adventure with Jupiter versus Saturn being more about responsibility and duty. Okay, so there can be kind of like those things are coming up against each other. Again, when we say versus, okay, so that's just something to kind of be aware of. And then on August 22nd, the sun enters into Virgo, so we officially Virgo season. So I did want to, of course, say happy birthday ahead of time to all the Virgos out there, and continue to say happy birthday to the rest of the Leo sun signs that may still have their birthday coming up. Okay. And then on August 24th, we have Vesta is going to be entering into Virgo. Okay, so Vesta rules plans, aspirations, and goals. And when it gets into Earth sign Virgo, we can kind of find that there is more of like an authentic kind of calming, slowing down energy in regards to our plans, goals, and aspirations for the future. So that's a really nice alignment there. And then on August 26th, we have Ceres is going to be going direct. Okay, so Ceres is similar to the Greek god Demeter. So she rules agriculture, nutrition, our resources, earth energy, nurturing energy. Okay, so when she goes direct on August 26th, towards the end of August, it can put the theme more on our physical health, self-care practices, eating right, again with the nutrition, nurturing energy, and also financial prosperity with our resources. So a lot of times people forget about financial prosperity and our resources in terms of this earth energy when Ceres goes direct, because it is about the land and bringing in more resources. Okay. And then, of course, like I mentioned before, the other big date, right, is when Mercury goes direct on August 28th. Okay, so now we can have more of a clear energy around our communications and electronics, how we communicate with ourselves and others. So some people say once Mercury's direct, if you had a chance to hold off on signing any contracts, now you can. If you had a chance to hold off on any big conversations, now it might be easier to do that. Have any important decisions or purchases can now happen kind of after Mercury goes direct if you were able to hold off on that. So sometimes we can't hold off on those things, so we just have to kind of slow down and take our time with stuff. All right. And then the last astrology note here for the month of August is on August 29th, Venus is going to be entering into Libra. Okay, so Venus is the ruler of Libra. Okay, so this can be really a nice astrology alignment, because it can talk about like a sweeter time for peace, a peaceful kind of vibe within our social life, within our partnerships, a more cooperative, loving, kind of balanced vibe. Okay, so that sounds good to me. I don't know about you guys. All right, but yeah, that's pretty much what we have for the astrology notes for everybody for August. So now I want to go ahead and, you know, shuffle the bones and charms, so to speak, and kind of get into the energy for Leo and see what's coming up. And before we do that, I did want to do a quick little sound bell to help clear the energy with the bones and charms for myself and for you guys. All right, so if you feel guided, you can take a couple of deep breaths, or you can just listen. If you're sensitive to sound, it'll just be basically for a little bit here. All right, so this is going to be for Leo for August 2024. All right. So let's go ahead and see what's coming up here for Leo. I'm just going to move this out of the way. I was able to get a really cute oracle deck that I'll be doing. I'll be picking one card at the end for each zodiac sign. And this deck is called Between the Worlds. It's called Shadow Casting with Bone and Curio Oracle Cards. Okay, so really cool. It'll be my first time using these. So we won't read everything that's in the book, but I'll try to summarize and do a little bit there. Okay, so that'll be fun to do at the end. All right, but let's go ahead and again, like I said, shake or shuffle the bones and charms here to see what's coming out for Leo. So please be patient with me. And again, if it's a little loud while I do that, it's just kind of a temporary thing. All right. So spirits, guide my hands, please. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for fire sign Leo, the lion, for August 2024. And we're going to put the mat down here because it's a good visual. I don't always use it in my personal bones and charms readings. Sometimes I do, but it's good for you guys when I do bring the camera down. You can see things more clearly. So I forgot to put that out. So there we go. All right, spirits, guide my hands. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for Leo the Lion for August 2024. For their highest good, what do they need to see? What do they need to know? Leo. More spirit guiding hands, messages for fire sign Leo the Lion for August 2024 for the highest good. Spirit guide my hands, spirit guide my hands, messages for Leo, messages for Leo, messages for Leo, spirit guide my hands, spirit guide my hands. Spirit, guide my hands. Messages for Leo, the Lion, for August. What does Leo need to see? What does Leo need to know? Messages for Leo. Messages for Leo, the Lion, for August 2024. Messages for Leo. Messages for Leo, for August 2024. Messages for Leo. Messages for Leo. Messages for Leo for August 2024. Messages for Leo. Messages for Leo. Messages for Leo. All right, let's see here. Take my pen out of the way. I'm going to flip over some of them that can be easily flipped over just so you guys can see things more clearly. Bring this a little closer just because it's outside of the quadrant, but or the section, but it's still in it. So again, in terms of where the camera is, where it's going to be in a second when I move it closer, then you guys can see it more clearly. I also take a picture of each of the readings for the different zodiac signs, and I post it on my Facebook that I upload later. So it's good to have it closer for the picture as well. Just really delicately put it like that. Okay, so that's the majority of the ones that I'm able to flip over without disturbing the other ones too much. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna pick your oracle card now and put it in the picture, but we won't talk about it until later. All right, so spirits, guide my hands, please. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for fire sign Leo the Lion. Whoa, for August. This is a new deck I got, so I do need to find my, oh, there it is. My fanning powder. It helps the cards stick less when you first get them, so I'm gonna just put a little bit on there. Okay. Oh no. Shit. I think it was like that. Stay. All right. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Oracle messages for Leo the Lion. For their highest good, please, spirits, for August 2024. What do they need to see? What does Leo need to know? Okay, 2 wanted to come out. So again, I'll just put them to the side, but I will include them in the picture. And then we'll talk about it at the very end. Now that I got the fanning powder all over the bones and charms, but that's okay. It was just a little bit. Okay. All right. Let me take a picture here, guys. Open my camera. Okay. Let's see. All right, so that should be good. All right, put these over here. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take the camera down, guys, and you'll be able to see the bones and charms more up close and in detail. So let's see. Okay. And then we'll figure out where Spirit wants me to start the reading, like which section we're going to start with first. And once I hold still, the camera will hopefully refocus. Sometimes if I put my hand out. Come on, camera. You can do it. There we go. Okay. So speaking of holding my hand out, I'm going to go ahead and do that with one hand with the camera and one hand I'm going to hold out, just to see where they want me to start. So please bear with me. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Spirits, guide my hands. Where would you like me to start this Leo reading? Okay. So they kind of want to start right here underneath my palm. So we're going to say that that's like between the baby and over here with the no coin. Okay, so this, we have the different sections, right? So we got body and mental health here, we have spiritual unconscious here, we have relationships and love here, and then over here we have money. Okay, so Leo, they want to start in the money section. All right, so again, when stuff falls outside of this little black mat, it's still in those sections with the dotted lines. Okay, and that's usually stuff from the past, so we'll talk about that. But specifically, and let me hold my pen here, it's just easier to show you guys. They kind of wanted me to start right around here. Okay, all right. So let's see here, Leo. Well, the first thing, that caught my eye and my energy was the baby and the no coin. Okay. So I'm gonna just flip the baby over for a moment so you can kind of see. Obviously, it's a baby. It was right on the line there. Okay. So it could be like a little bit in relationships and love, but the majority of this baby is in your money section for this month for August. Okay. So the baby can represent actual children. It could be your children or someone else's. If it's not actual children in the physical 3D world, okay, it can be your inner child or someone else's, okay, or just like a childlike energy, all right. But I like to see here, Leo, that it is in the money section because it gives this kind of playful energy with the money, okay. But also because the baby was like kind of downwards like this, it could be talking about like needing to take some type of rest within some type of money situation here. But when babies are super little like this, right, they have to sleep on their stomach so they can continue to breathe. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily have to talk about slowing down or resting. It can just talk about going inward and again, either working with something about children and money, actual physical children in this 3D world, or it can be that inner child, okay, or that kind of childlike energy, okay, within something within your money in the month of August here, okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put it back the way it was here, Leo. Now over here with the I'll get closer with the no coin, and hopefully it'll focus in a second. But basically, a lot of times when I see no here, okay, it is some type of protection, okay. It could be saying no to somebody else to protect your money or to protect someone else's money, or just it's saying no for right now for August, but maybe not no forever, okay. But what we see here too is, come on camera, let's see if it'll focus. Oh, there we go. It is still an angel, right? It kind of looks a little scary. Some people are like, oh no, right? Because just it says no. But it's not always a bad thing, right? To have our boundaries up or to say no to something here. Now, this could have something here, Leo, to do with someone in the position of authority with the crown here on top, okay? And the crown was also touching one of the human teeth bones here, okay? So this could be something that you or someone else or multiple people, general environment situation, has been thinking a lot about in terms of work and money. Because it's not just work, it can be, it's not just money, it can be work as well, right? But there's still a lot of good luck around it. Again, when I said that no doesn't necessarily have to be taken as a negative thing, because you have your 4-leaf clover over here for good luck. Now, this could have something to do with a Pisces, but it doesn't have to be, or during Pisces season, or just the general characteristics of Pisces, right? In terms of this watery energy with kind of going with the flow here. So if you have to say no, or someone else has to say no in terms of work or money, is kind of saying maybe go with the flow here. If you're saying no to, let's say, if it's work or money, some type of leadership role, that could be the case, right? Like maybe it's like, maybe it would be more money, or maybe it's not more money, but it's like more responsibility, that kind of thing, okay. So again, it's going to be different for everybody since this is a general reading, but it could also just be that it's saying no for right now. Now there's a couple charms that are underneath it and right close to it that are still like within the quadrant, okay. If we pull all the way back, the majority of all of your bones and charms this time did happen to go in the work or money section, okay. So definitely like a lot of energy going on here within those themes for this month for you, for Leo, okay. But as we go back over this way, and I'm just going to go ahead and lift up the no coin and make sure, okay. So yeah, we have the lock under here, okay, right there. Hopefully when the camera focuses again. We've got the bat, we've got the frog, and we have the mountain symbol here. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back. And also the sun was a little bit underneath it as well. And I'll put the crown back where it was. So here, Leo, this could be about something to do with your happiness, in terms of your happiness and work and money, or someone else's, or multiple people, general environment situation. But here it's like there's a no going on here as well, because there's something about communication regarding some type of stagnant energy, okay, with that lock that was underneath it. And bats are all about vibrations, communication, right? So they communicate through echolocation, through sounds. Okay, so you could be hearing something like no, or something about, again, vibrations, but could be saying no to this communication regarding some type of leap of faith here with the frog, in terms of challenges here with the mountain charms. Now with this cat's eye right here, that is half in relationships and love, or a little less than half, right, with the dotted line, it's most of it is in the work and money section. There's something here that you're not seeing clearly, Leo, or someone else is not seeing here clearly, and that could be why it's saying no right now. Okay, so there's some type of challenges around some type of leap of faith that either you want to make in work or money, or someone else does, but it's like there needs to be more flexibility here. This is the dog ankle bone. Majority is in relationships and love, but also it's a little bit here also in work and money. So perhaps there needs to be more flexible energy around the challenges in some type of leap of faith, until we figure out what this is that you are not seeing clearly, or someone else. Okay, now if we pull out this way a little bit here, Leo, we also have the rope symbol here. Okay, still in the work and money quadrant. We have your money charm over here, we've got a seashell, and then we have the coyote claw. Okay, and then of course your buckeye here. So this, again, stuff that falls outside of the black mat is still in that section, but it could be more past energy. So with this money charm all the way out here, okay, it could be that in the past, and what is the past? It could be a couple days ago, weeks, months, years, etc. Whatever the past is for you or someone else, there was some type of abundance and money that someone was really listening for. Okay, listening for work opportunities, listening for work and money opportunities, and also trying to manifest those things with a coyote claw here. It could have also been something to do with teamwork, because coyotes are a pack animal. Okay, and let me get a little bit closer just so you can kind of see there. Okay, also with the buckeye over here being half in the past and a little bit in the current energies as well, this is another symbol for abundance and manifesting things, not just work and money, but whatever it is in those areas, you know, that would bring you happiness. Now, I feel like, because if we go back this way with the rope here, this is about time, right? So it's the wheel, it's the seasons, it's just a symbol, my symbol for time. Okay, so this thing that you're not seeing clearly here, Leo, in terms of work and money, could be something that is gonna, with time, throughout the month of August and even into, let's say, September, right? Because we did just do the astrology note, so we have Mercury retrograde coming up, of course, and ending towards the end of August, that you could see things, you know, start to make more sense and reveal whatever this is that you or someone else, multiple people, general environment situation, is not seeing clearly in terms of work and money. Okay, because if we go back this way a little bit, Leo, there also is the question mark here that is also touching the symbol for Pisces as well. Let me turn that down. Now, I believe this is the letter message document charm, but I didn't get a chance to flip it over, so it is. Okay, so during Pisces season, let's say, or with a Pisces, or something to do with this water energy, this underworld energy, this going with the flow around these questions, around possibly this no, and trying to figure out what we're not seeing clearly. There could be, during the month of August, some type of letter message document that someone gives to you, or you give to them, or it comes in general from your spirit guides, guardian angels, etc. It could be coming from a more masculine energy over here with the coyote penis, but it doesn't have to be, right? We're not talking about gender, we're just talking about energies, feminine and masculine energies, okay? But basically over here, this is going to bring this knowledge, okay? And I feel like that's going to bring more clarity with what we're not seeing clearly here with this message that then comes in. There's all this knowledge suddenly around something to do with work and money, okay? And this can definitely affect, your environment. So if we look at this circle here in the middle and pull all the way back, whatever falls in this circle here, Leo, affects all the different sections and quadrants, okay? So you have the spider and the spider web, and you have the angel coin, okay? And so it's like this clarity that comes in, this information, this message that comes in, yeah, it's going to affect your work and money environment, but it's also going to affect your relationships and love, your body and mental health, and your spiritual unconscious, okay? But I really also like to see here, Leo, that you have the angel coin, because that's, we were just saying that maybe the messages are coming in. Let me get closer so you can see it. Maybe the messages are coming in from your guardian angels, spirit guides, etc. Or they're just kind of blessing you throughout this month during your season here, Leo, okay, until the 22nd or so of August, right? So again, happy belated birthday to all the Leos out there that already had their birthday, sun sign Leos, and then the ones that haven't had their birthday yet. But I want to go back over this way as well, because again, majority of all of your bones and charms kind of came into the work and money section here this month. So here we see the elephant, which is my symbol for memories, okay, because elephants never forget. So there could be some type of memory here that you are really listening to with the listening bells or someone else's, and it has something to do with your sense of freedom, okay? These are the freedom cuffs or handcuffs, okay? Now this could have something to do with a teacher or mentor or guide with the apple symbol here, but this teacher, mentor, or guide could be helping you in terms of your work and money and how you want to manifest those dreams here with the dragonfly. Because we also see the wish charm in the center here. It's not really touching any of the other bones and charms, but it's like, yeah, what do you really wish for? What have you wished for even long ago? Like a memory that you have regarding like your ideal work situation or ideal jobs or your ideal, money situation, amount of money, etc. Okay. Now as we go back over this way here, Leo, we also see the bicycle, okay, is touching the freedom handcuffs as well. So this could be something to do with travel, but it doesn't have to be, or modes of transportation, vehicles, right? Actual bicycle, right? But it's like really showing me too, because of all the other charms and bones that are around it, is not necessarily about travel or modes of transportation. It could just more be about movement, right? So if we think of a bicycle moving, it's movement, right? There's air, all this air coming in, and so that goes with the freedom. So how do we find more freedom and listen to old memories, or even reprogramming things in terms of work and money situations, because there's a lot of clearing that needs to be done here. So if there was, like, as an example, some type of poverty consciousness, or not getting what we're worth in terms of work and money, that we need to clear those areas, okay? Now this looks like there could be some type of feminine energy that's coming in here with the feminine symbol. It could be someone within your family, Leo, or whatever you consider your family with the seahorse here. So it could be your tribe, even if they're not blood related family, that possibly someone here that has a lot of feminine energy, regardless of gender, is going to come in here and help you do this clearing. Now this person or series of people, if it's more than one, or even if it's not a person, it's this energy, is really wanting to support you here with, this is the snake vertebrae, okay? So that's like your back, like we got your back, okay? Someone has your back here, the energy has your back here. And again, a lot of good luck around this with the horseshoe and the ladybug here, Leo. Now with your other human teeth bone showing up here, this could be something that you've been thinking a lot about for quite some time, or during the month of August, or maybe even someone else has been. It could have something to do with a Libra, because we do have the balance scales underneath here. Okay, if I can just lift it up very carefully and show you. There's the balance scales. Okay, or it has something to do with Libra season, or where you have Libra in your chart, or it has nothing to do with Leo. I'm sorry, not Leo. You are Leo. This is a Leo reading. If it doesn't have something to do with Libra, with the balance scales here, it could also just be the general characteristics of Libra. Okay, so basically, you know, striving for balance, striving for beauty, reciprocity, and equal give and take here. But this Libra energy could also bring in all these beautiful new ideas. I love this here for you, Leo, in terms of your work and money. Now, since I just did the astrology notes, I think we have Mercury retrograde enters Leo on August 14th. I thought there was another Leo one. No, there's a Libra one. Yes, Venus enters into Libra on August 29th. Okay, so that's more balance in social life, partnerships, cooperative energy. That could also definitely be in the work and money section, right? Because that could be work and money partnerships, not just social life or Venus associated with love. Because Venus can also be about, you know, higher forms of money and assets, okay? We also have, what else we have for Libra? I think that was it, okay? But anyway, let's keep going here, because you can always go back and watch the astrology notes beginning part of this video if you feel guided. But as we go this way, when we had the seahorse, we also have the witch here, okay? So the witch charm is my symbol for friendship, okay? So it could be a friend here, a family friend, because it's near the seahorse and they're all touching, that displays a lot of feminine energy that's going to help with this clearing. It's going to help with the supportive energy in terms of your work and money and bringing good luck in. Now, this friend could also be a piece to the puzzle here, okay? With the puzzle piece. Now I want to lift up the puzzle piece and see, you know, what's underneath it without moving everything. I did a little bit, but that's okay. We'll put the feather back here. So again, feather is another symbol for clearing, just like the broom. So this friend or family member or someone in your tribe, whatever you consider that, or if it's not an actual friend or group of friends, it could be a friendly like energy. Okay, that is a piece of the puzzle here, Leo, that's going to help with this clearing. And they also want to help facilitate something that needs to be cut away with the scissors here. Now, Saturn is on top of the scissors. That definitely makes sense. If you're familiar with astrology or even seen me before or other readers right here on YouTube, we have a lot of Saturn placements going on for everyone throughout the year, this year 2024. So Saturn is about our responsibilities, getting serious, father time energy. So Saturn wants to come in here, Leo, and they're like, get serious about this work and money areas in your life. They want you to cut something away, because when you do that, you can get more pieces to your own puzzle. Now I believe the hummingbird is under here as well. Just gonna move this over a little bit. Yeah, so here we have the hummingbird, okay? So the hummingbird is a symbol for doing things that make sense to you and maybe only you, okay, in terms of your work and money. Because the hummingbird flies backwards. I always joke around that the other birds are like, what's wrong with that bird? They're not so smart. But actually they're very smart, because they're the fastest bird. Even though they travel backwards, they get the sweetest nectar that other birds can't get, okay, with their special beak and all these things. So it's like Saturn wants you to come in here and cut something away, because underneath it is like more access to your power, okay, in terms of your work and money area in your life, all right? So I really like that. Now, I'm trying to look at my astrology notes in the corner of this desk right here. I don't see, no, we did have something, no, do we have anything with Saturn going on this month? Yes. Okay, so Jupiter squares Saturn on August 19th, so that could be a key date here for you. So that was talking about Jupiter, the planet of expansion, is like all about freedom and adventure back up here with your movement and your freedom cuffs. Freedom and adventure versus, okay, Saturn here, your duty and responsibility. So it's a little bit of frictional energy, but again, if we cut away and balance those areas maybe together, you can, or someone else, or multiple general environment situation here, Leo, can access that hummingbird energy, to not caring what other people think about what you're doing in terms of work or money, when you know it's the thing that you're naturally good at, okay, with the hummingbird. Now with this other animal claw here, touching the fish, touching the lion, Leo the lion, that's you, right? And also touching the leaf and Cupid and some other stuff we'll get into in a minute. It's like, yeah, how can I bring more financial prosperity into my life? How can I manifest those things? So you are really doing that during the month of August. And we know that because we got all this stuff going on in the work and money section. So it could be you here, Leo, working with another Leo, or where you have Leo in your chart. If you're not a sun sign Leo, it could be something about Leo season, okay, of this year, last year, next year. Or if it's nothing to do with the zodiac associations with Leo, it could be the general characteristics, right? So passion, creativity, courage. Where can we find passion, creativity, courage in our work and money areas in our life to bring more financial abundance? Also, how can we do more clearing, okay, with the leaf here, another clearing symbol besides the feather and the broom. This could also be a reference to fall season of this year, last year, or next year, okay? So it could be like you start to see this really during fall season, depending on where fall season is, or when it is for you, where you are in the world. But whatever this is here, Leo, we see, and I'm just going to move this Cupid over here so we can see what's underneath. The Cupid is about love, not just romantic love. It's platonic love with friends and family, and self-love, okay? But it's like the love is supporting all this beautiful peaceful energy here with the peace doves, Leo. It's supporting answers. So here you're going to get some answers. Like I said, if we start off the beginning of the month, or even a little bit of last month, or however the recent past, with not knowing whatever this cat eye, we're not seeing something clearly. But then when we go over here, let me turn this down, sorry guys, then we have the answers, right? And we have that beautiful peaceful energy. And so whatever the love is in your life, okay, this is going to support that. And vice versa. And this could be something that you or someone else, or the multiple people general environment situation, has been wishing for a long time, with the mermaid charm here, okay? Really putting in a lot of action, possibly in the 3D physical world as well, with this other coyote claw here, and with the alligator hand, okay? Or alligator claw. So there's hard work, okay, with the Capricorn energy here, Capricorn symbol, my symbol for Capricorn, in this transformation in the work and the money section with the butterfly, okay? So if we look at like a lot of different traditions, especially in the hoodoo traditions, okay, the alligator claw can be carried in a mojo bag or on your person to have good luck and money, or with gambling, right? So it's interesting that it did fall in your work and money. But it's not just that, it's the claw. So it's like striving, okay? All these different claws here are really working hard with the Capricorn energy to manifest these things in the 3D physical world. Now, also, I'm trying to put it back kind of how it was before. It's not exact, right? But this has something to do with something within your home here, Leo, with a chair symbol, okay, charm. We have the safety pin on top of the chair, and then over here I'm going to flip it over so you can kind of see it better. This is your coffin symbol, okay? So this can be talking about passed on loved ones, friends, family members, etc., or just energy like your guardian angels that we said over here, spirit guides, etc., that want to bring in this sense of financial safety within the home, okay, or something to do with work safety. That doesn't make sense. I'm trying to think of the way to say it. Like working, whatever you do for work, okay, is bringing more safety for the home, okay? That's another way to kind of look at it here, if that makes sense. And hopefully you can see the chair. I'll take it out for a second so you can see it, because it's kind of flipped over. Okay, so there's the chair. But yeah, I see again a lot of good luck. Okay, don't forget the four-leaf clover and all these different areas here for you, Leo, in terms of work and money. Okay, so now I want to go a little bit this way and then go over into spiritual unconscious because some of it's right on the line and it's crossing over. So it makes sense to kind of go that way. But if we look out here and follow this dotted line, we pretend that it keeps going here, Leo, we have the lizard here touching another human teeth bone, okay? And so the lizard is about healing, okay? So some lizards, you cut off their tail and it grows back, right? So it's like this regenerative, okay? It could have something to do with generations as well, like financial generations, your ideas of money, again, poverty consciousness, or talking about abundant consciousness, right? But there's healing going on here, definitely in the past, and then it's kind of, you know, possibly even going into the spiritual unconscious section that we're now going to go into as well, okay? Because it's like, yeah, if we have this transformation in work and money, it can also, of course, go into our spiritual unconscious because that's where a lot of the efforts sometimes start, okay? So when we go this way here, Leo, we do have this long, thin bone. This is the snake rib bone. So this can talk about needing to take a breath, right? We think about our ribs, or it's a constrictive energy. So it feels more like the breath energy here with the other charms and bones that are around it. And here we have the ship anchor, and then we have one of the bumblebees, okay? So it's like finding breath within where we, feel safe, and drop our anchor to stop and lift our anchor to go in terms of our personal power with the honeybee here. So this can also talk about teamwork, working with your spiritual team, working with your angels, ancestors, spirit guides, etc. And how to bring in all of this masculine energy that's more in mainly, okay, in the spiritual unconscious, but then it crosses over into body and mental health. So you have your two raccoon penis bones here touching each other, okay? And this one looks like it's almost pouring into this cup. So that's really interesting. So cups and water talk about our emotions. So what are our spiritual unconscious emotions? And how does that also affect, right, our body and mental health over there that we'll talk about. But this is really beautiful because you have all this protection in here. Leo with the Norse symbol for protection, okay? And your wishbone is here too, right? We can't forget that. So something that you maybe have been wishing for spiritually, unconsciously, deep down in your gut. It could have something to do, again, there's three masculine energies here. So there's the two raccoon penis bones, and then there's also the masculine charm here, kind of underneath, hiding. So it's like how to harness, let's say, that more higher vibrational masculine energy, since we all have masculine and feminine inside. But with the fork also being half in spiritual and half in the other side, it's like, what are we spiritually eating? What are we spiritually digesting? What are we spiritually taking in? Okay, and how that affects possibly our masculine energy. That then also, these things are all touching each other. That goes back into your main section of your reading, where a lot of the bones and charms ended up being in the work and money, right? So I like all of this so far here, Leo. Definitely really nice to see. All right, so now we're going to go over to body and mental health, since some of the stuff was already half on the line here, okay? But we'll start with the fork and the raccoon penis bone and the angel, and then we'll go back over to the skeleton hand and then the other things here. But yeah, so like the fork is, right, what are we eating, digesting, okay? With it being half in the body and mental health section here, what are we physically eating, okay, and digesting? What are we mentally digesting, okay? And how does that affect all the different areas of our life, okay? Now with the seashell being here, the little conch shell, right? It looks like a conch shell to me anyway. It's about feminine energy anytime we see seashells. And because it fell like on the mat here on that little meditating person. It could be like there's a feminine energy within the belly, there's a feminine energy within the sacral or root chakra, but there's a listening aspect here. There's a softening, more receiving energy in the body and mental. Okay, so it's like maybe if we had all this masculine energy over here in spiritual and conscious, it's like how do we balance that out with this softer, more feminine energy too? So you have, both, right? Because part of that raccoon penis bone is here in the body and mental, right, from the dotted line. But how can we also use this feminine energy, softer receiving energy within our stomach, okay, different chakras, root chakra, sacral chakra, etc., to listen to our angels, spirit guides, ancestors, etc., and how they can help us within our body and mental health. Okay, now as we go this way, this is my other symbol here, Leo, just like the coffin that we had all the way back there underneath stuff in your work and money. This is my other symbol for passed on loved ones, friends, family, etc., or just energy beyond the veil, okay? And when it's outside the mat, it could just be a little bit of past energy. So it could be like that in the past here, Leo, your spiritual team, okay, whatever you want to call it, really did and does continue to want to help you with your body and your mental health. And I feel like you know that already, because where we see the skulls in the reading, I have 2 in my kit here, can tell us where someone's mind is at, okay? So this could be you or someone else, multiple people, general environment situation. But it's really like, how can I have, excuse me, allergies has been off the chain, okay. With the nutmeg here, how can I have more abundance, in my body and mental health, okay? So it's like thinking about that and how the spiritual team can help assist with that and listening to the spiritual team, okay? So there's not too much going on in the body and mental. I feel like you've got this covered here, Leo, during the month of August. So we're going to continue and get over to your last quadrant here, which is relationships and love. And there's nothing really outside of the mat that falls, in this quadrant, okay? So we'll just go ahead and start with the angels and then move forward. Let me get a better angle here too with the camera. Hopefully it'll focus in a second. Come on, camera. Anyway, I'll just keep talking and then hopefully it'll focus. Come on. There we go. Let me just stay like that. So with the angel here and the spider web and a little tiny bit of the raccoon penis bone, again, whatever's in the circle affects all the quadrants, right? But your angels heavily here are helping you in your relationships and love section of your life. So all relationships, not just romantic, could be platonic with friends and family, and even self-love, okay? But there's this beautiful healing energy that wants to come in. It could have something to do with traveling with a relationship or multiple relationships with certain people here, or just the healing aspects of water with the seashell here and the ship, okay? I love that. Obviously the main thing here too, the really thing that sticks out is you've got your lucky rabbit's foot here that fell in the relationships and love section, okay? So that's really beautiful here for you, Leo, especially during your season if you're a sun sign Libra, if you're a sun sign Leo, okay? But beautiful, good luck, blessed in all your relationships here. So I definitely like to see that. Now, it looks like there could be some kind of balance that's going to be happening here, Leo, in terms of your relationship goals. So if we move over the yin and yang charm, okay, we have the bow and arrow. So this is my symbol for Sagittarius. So it could have something to do with someone who's a Sagittarius, or where you have Sagittarius in your chart, or Sagittarius season of this year, of last year, or next year, or just the general aspects of pulling back that arrow and, having a target and then hitting the target in your relationships and love. So, how do you want to relate to yourself and others? What are those goals, and how do we bring in more substance with those goals with the corn here, and how this can again bring in more freedom with Pegasus, the winged horse here. So it's like freedom to move through any cloudy areas in our relationships, and like how we can, this is the strawberry here, I'm going to flip it, how we can get more details to make the cloudiness go away. If this would flip over. Okay, yes. So it was kind of like that, right? So yeah, so it's like, having more, substance, more details within the goals of our relationships, and clearing away that kind of cloudy energy. I do see, like, in the recent past or even currently, there's a lot of emotions going on here with the water charm, a little bit further out over here, okay? And this is our other skull, okay? So just I'll flip it so you can see it there, okay? So again, where our skulls are can tell us where someone's mind is at, or your mind is at, okay, during the month of August. So it could be a lot about body and mental health, but also about relationships and love. Like, it's on someone's mind here. Even though we got most of the bones and charms over here in work and money, there is, some other focus here as well, okay? But I feel like this can be for you, Leo, more about self-love, because we have the other honeybee here, okay? And so the honeybee is about teamwork. It can also be about teamwork, so not just self-love, but teamwork in our relationships, romantic, platonic, self-love, right? But also about our self-love in terms of if each honeybee quit and they never worked for the queen bee, then the queen bee would die and there would be no honey, right? So it's like our individual power versus also our teamwork abilities. So someone's thinking a lot about this here in terms of some details in their relationships and their goals and their relationships. Now there is some masculine energy over here with one of the other coyote penis bones, okay? So this would be masculine energies maybe helping in these areas, all right? But there's also, with the dog ankle bone here, a lot of flexibility this month here, Leo, in terms of relationships and love. And it could be that the more flexible you are, or someone else is, or multiple people, general environment, situation, in all our different relationships, then the more good luck we're going to have in those areas, okay? There could be something really small, because we have a little bit of the cat's eye that maybe someone's not seeing all the way clearly. But I feel like it's just like, okay, if we can't see something all the way clearly in terms of our relationships, then that's when all that flexibility comes in. So help me understand. If someone doesn't understand something, or you don't understand something, help me understand. How can I be more flexible in these relationships to have more of my personal power come out and my teamwork power come out? Because if there's challenges, there's something we're not seeing clearly, because we also have the mountain symbol here right on the line, then if we're not seeing something clearly and it feels challenging, how can we bring in this flexibility to just make it easier for ourselves and others, right? Because it affects everything, okay? It affects your environment with the spider web, right? So if something gets stuck in the spider web, we feel the vibrations, like ripple out to all the different sections, okay? But yeah, that is what we have here for you, Leo, in terms of your bones and charms. But now I want to do your 2 oracle cards for this month, and this is a new little cute deck I got yesterday, actually, and it's called Between the Worlds, and it's shadow casting with bone and curio oracle cards. Okay, so let's start with the first one we got for you, is the coffin nail. All right, so number 32, and I'm not going to read all of this, of course, but we'll just do the main parts, and then I'll take a picture of the pages here for each one, and I'll post it on the Facebook page in case people want to read all of it, all right? But let's see here. So it says, one of the many coffin nails I found in vintage shops, antique stores in my garden. The message is, threats may be real, but without the context of an intent, a nail might just be a nail, okay? Since it went in the upright position here for you, Leo, it says advice may indicate a danger passing, or something initially appeared to be a threat that is now over. This may have been a situation you feared or thought was potentially hazardous. In this position, you're being told that your fears are not real and that this nail is something you can use to build a new home space or reality. You are no longer in a precarious position and can offer others shelter or safety as well. An illness has passed. Beautiful. Okay. So yeah, it tells you like reflections, all this other stuff. So again, I'll take a picture of that. Now I didn't realize that these cards had reversals here, Leo, because your pen tip was reversed. So I'm going to reverse it back because I just thought, oh, they don't have reversals, but it was upside down. Doesn't mean this is necessarily bad. Okay, but let's go ahead and see what this pen tip oracle card says for you here. Okay. So, I'm not going to read all that. Let's skip forward. It says, the message is, everything you draw or write is unique, and you deserve the right to self-expression, autonomy, and community respect for your creative contributions. Okay, so beautiful. Now when it says it's reversed here, let's see what it says. It says, you are, or someone else, Leo here, is suppressing your voice and allowing others to do this as well. This may be coming to you as an external suppression or criticism as well. Look at how you can ensure that you are not holding back creatively because of the self-doubt, fear, or depression of others who are projecting their own insecurities onto you. Don't ignore that part of yourself that had fun creating without judgment or competition when you were a child. We value children so much. Why do we insist that adults no longer enjoy the same creativity? Get yourself back on track or begin something very different, whether it's a hobby or your profession. Take the pressure of financial success out of the picture for now and enjoy experimenting. When you're feeling less vulnerable, take your work to a trusted colleague and ask them for guidance and their opinion. After this, take it to the public realm, knowing that you won't be blindsided by opinions. Okay, so very interesting here, Leo. But yeah, that is your reading. So I'm going to go ahead and clean all this up and shuffle everything, and we'll switch over to Virgo. So again, thank you guys so much. I always like to hear from you in the comments or privately or whatever you feel guided, whether you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. I am doing these readings for free, so I always like to hear back from you guys, whether it's through a like or through a subscription that is also free. Okay, all right, so I'm going to move the camera back up here for a little bit, and then we will get ready for Virgo. Something like that. Okay, there we go. Hey guys, all right, so let's put everything back here and clear the energy and move on to Virgo. Yes, oops. Virgo, stay. All right, I got a charm all the way out there I didn't even see. That's okay. It was behind something, so it wasn't relevant. That's the way I look at it. If I can't see it, then it's not supposed to be talked about. All right, let's put all this stuff away here. I hope everyone is doing well wherever you are and whenever you see this. And again, I will put the timestamps in the comments later after this live is done for some people who just want to watch certain parts, all that good stuff. Okay, so that's all the bones and charms. Yes. All right, let's put this back in the little baggie here for a little bit. Put our crystals, all the things. Oh no! Camera is down. Hold on, guys. Mercury retrograde has started for me even last week, so the technical difficulties. All right. Maybe, you know what? Is the fan shaking it? I'm going to turn the fan off for a little bit. Let's see. Oh, that's the light. Okay. Excuse me. All right. Sorry, guys. So, hopefully, camera is good now. Oh, wait. It needs to go up a little bit. Stay. Okay. We'll just leave it like that for now. All right. So, I'm also going to do a little incense and turn this commercial down in the background with the music that I have. But yeah, basically you can clear energy with smoke, with sound healing, and with intention if some people can't do smoke, right? I'm gonna do a little incense here, see how much I can take since my allergies have been bothering me a little bit the last couple days, but I love the way the sandalwood smells, smokes and smells. Yes, all those things. All right. Just put that there. Okay. And let's put the cards through the smoke a little bit too. The new oracle cards that I got. No, it's going too far. Stay like that. Okay. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and get this started here, Virgo. So we're going to do a little sound bell again to clear the energy, for me to tap back in with my guides, for you to take a deep breath if you feel guided, and just, yeah, clear the energy of Leo and welcome in the Virgo energies. All right. So here we go. So this is going to be for Virgo for August 2024. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and see what we have here for Virgo. So I'm going to shake and shuffle the bones and animal charms here. So maybe a little loud for a little bit, but just bear with me. It won't be forever. All right. So spirits, guide my hands, please. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for Earth sign Virgo for August 2024. Messages for Earth sign Virgo. Spirits, guide my hands. Guide my hands. Messages for Virgo for August 2024. Messages for Earth sign Virgo. Okay, a little bit more. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for Earth sign Virgo for August 2024. What do we need to see? What do we need to know, Virgo? Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for Earth sign Virgo for August, excuse me, for 2024. Earth sign Virgo. Messages for Earth sign Virgo. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages. Spirits, guide my hands for Earth sign Virgo for their highest good and intention for August 2024. Spirits, guide my hands. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for Virgo. Messages for Virgo for August 2024. August, excuse me. Messages for Virgo for August 2024. All right. Maybe I will move the incense over because I thought I could do it. Maybe not. It smells so good. But it is very strong. So hold on, guys. Let me put this over here. All right. Virgo. Let's see what we got. I'm gonna flip over some of your bones and charms that I can that will not mess with the placement of the other ones. Just so for when we take the photo, you can see them as clearly as possible. Hold on. Okay. I don't want to flip over too many more just because they're all touching each other and I don't want it to, mess it up. So I'll flip them over as we go through. And before I bring the camera down closer so you can see the bones and charms up close, I do want to pull an oracle card here for you, Virgo, for August. It's a new deck I just got yesterday. It's called Shadow Casting with Bone and Curio Oracle cards. All right, so let me do this real quickly. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Additional messages for Earth sign Virgo for August 2024. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Messages for Earth sign Virgo for August 2024. All right. So, I just wanted to pull one card. Leo got two, but that's okay. You got one. Don't matter. Maybe you only need one. That's what I'm saying, right? So I'll just open the page for later so we can pull right into it. 20, 26? Okay, it's upside down, so it's 26, not 29. All right. So we'll leave that open for later. I'm gonna take a picture and then we'll go ahead and get started here. And get the best angle here for everything. Okay, let's get started here, Virgo. Let's see. Before I take the camera down and bring it closer, I'm gonna hover my hands over and see where Spirit wants me to start first, and then we'll kind of go from there. Just saw another charm I want to flip over though. It's gonna make me take a picture again. For that one little charm. It's okay. 1 second. Alright. Spirits, guide my hands. Where do you want this Virgo reading to start? Spirits, guide my hands. Where would you like this Virgo reading to start? Spirits, guide my hands. Where would you like this Virgo reading to start? So like right over here, so underneath my palm would be in the relationships and love section, right where the yes or no coin is, which is interesting. Happened for Leo too. It was in a different section, but that's where we will start. So, all right, let me get the camera, guys. Let's see. Let's get closer here. For Virgo. Okay. Move my chair over a little bit here so you can get comfy. Okay. So, for people that are new, welcome. For people who are coming back, welcome back. We do have all the different sections here. So we got relationships and love. This is work and money. We got body and mental health down here, and spiritual and conscious here. So they wanted to start your reading right here, Virgo. So that's where we'll start. I'm just going to turn the music down a little bit because my allergies have been bothering me. So I don't know if I'm talking as loud as I normally have been. So I want to make sure you can hear me. All right. But, you know, what I said is true here, Virgo, for you, just like I've said in other readings, okay? When we have the no coin facing up, okay, it doesn't have to be forever and it doesn't have to be a negative, right? So when we talk about the relationships and love section, that's all relationships. Love, romantic love, platonic love with friends and family, and even self-love, right? But I see the coin is falling here, and it's half mostly in relationships and love. It's also a little bit in work and money, okay? But basically where that dotted line is, we can't see majority of it because of the bones and charms that are on top of it, okay? But, you know, it is, you know, on that line, okay? I can see right off the bat here, Virgo, that there's an answer charm underneath it, okay? With the answer charm, with the, what am I trying to say? The key, okay? The key charm is answers, all right? Now, what's also underneath it is the sun, okay? Flip it over, half under there. We also have the horseshoe and ladybug. So I'm going to flip it over, okay? And these were all kind of underneath and touching each other, okay? So what I see here, Virgo, is this is still an angel, even though it looks scary and it's upside down, right? But no can also be protection. Like I said, it could be no, not right now to something in one of these relationships. But it's like no because maybe there needs to be more answers, or no because this no is actually protection and it's helping you with your happiness in your relationships. No could also be good luck because there's some kind of challenges here within the home, okay? Virgo, with the mountain charm here next to the chair and then next to the human teeth bone, one of the human teeth bones. So there could be some challenges in the home. And what's the home, right? It could be a physical home where you live, or it could be where you feel at home in your relationships, in your romantic relationships, your platonic relationships, your self-love relationship. So there's some kind of no here to maybe protect you or someone else, multiple people, general environment situation, because there's a little bit of some challenges here, okay? But I don't feel like that's going to be the whole month of August, which is good, okay? Because we got other stuff here as well. So the other thing that's half on the line is the symbol for Leo, okay? So it's also in your relationships and love section, okay? If we follow that dotted line, it goes half through the line. So in the recent past here, Virgo, you could have been dealing with a Leo, or something about Leo season of this year, of last year, of next year, that we're still in right now while I'm filming this, right? Or it could be the general characteristics of Leo, of passion, creativity, courage, strength, right? This could be something that you or someone else has been thinking a lot about in terms of your relationships. But it could have been like that facilitated, even though it's not touching these other charms and bones, it's really close. So that Leo energy, the passion, the creativity, and the strength could have been like a catalyst for this no, because of the challenges within the home or within happiness that we're trying to find in our relationships. But there's answers underneath that, okay, underneath the no, and there's still good luck underneath it. So take it how it may resonate for you, since of course it is a general reading meant for multiple people. But I don't feel like that no is all the way bad, okay? Now over here, okay, because sometimes it gets lost on the mat, we do have the clouds charm, okay? And we've got over here the corn charm, and then we have one of the seashells. And this is my listening seashell, okay? They all can be listening, but this one really is. If it was a bigger one and we put it up to our ear, we could hear the ocean, right? It represents feminine energy, receiving energy. So if there was some confusion in the recent past or a little bit still currently about a relationship or multiple relationships, and if it's like worth something, right? I'm hearing if it's of substance, right? Does it provide the fruit and the vegetables? Okay, is it providing something? So here we see, Virgo, a real need for listening to where we can find safety within our relationships, also where we can find more balance with the yin and yang charm over here, and the safety pin. So it could be like we have feminine energy here, but then we have the Cupid charm here, and the Cupid charm is pointing to one of the raccoon penis bones. So it's like feminine energy, masculine energy. So where is there a balance in our relationships with ourselves and others? How can we do that to have more safety, something we've been longing for a long time? And it could be safety also with our emotions, okay? Because we have the ship charm here. It can represent travel, so wanting to travel or going to travel with one person or multiple people. Or it could just be, again, that more healing energy with our emotions. And I say that too because each of these sections, this one has the money symbol, this one has the cross, this one has someone meditating, and this one is the heart, okay? So I felt more like emotions within the heart, okay, within the heart chakra. We also have the cup over here, another symbol for emotion. So how can we have more emotional safety with the safety pin here within balancing the masculine and feminine within our emotions, and maybe healing some part of the heart chakra? Okay, so I feel like the lizard is under this good luck lucky rabbit's foot here, but I'm not sure, so I'm going to go ahead and lift it up a little bit. Yes, there's the lizard. Can you guys see it? Okay, so that's healing the heart chakra, healing within our relationships, all types of relationships. So the majority of the lucky rabbit's foot, okay, is falling in the relationships and love section. It's also falling a little bit right there on the line in body and mental health, we'll talk about later. But majority of your good luck this month is in your relationships area here, Virgo. So that's beautiful. Okay. I do see this good luck though is again going to bring you more answers that maybe that no was a catalyst for, or is going to be a catalyst for. But this affects your environment, okay, with the spider and the spider web here. This affects not only your environment or someone else's environment, it can affect your confidence, okay? It could affect your leadership qualities, or stepping up or leveling up in one of your relationships or multiple relationships here with the crown on top of the spider web, okay? Really interesting. Okay, so affecting the confidence in your relationships, affecting the leadership qualities or roles, or affecting taking on more power here. Okay, so that's really interesting. Now when you do that, or when someone else does that, or the energy shifts into that right here, Virgo, there's also a need to cut something away here this month. There's like a big emphasis on that because the scissors here fell into the circle, which affects all the quadrants, right? So I need to cut something away, perhaps in relationships and love, but also in work and money, okay? And it's going to be different for everybody. But this cutting away in these areas also has something to do with our goals, plans, and aspirations for the future. So do we need to change or revise or revisit during Mercury retrograde during this whole month, basically, here, Virgo? And Mercury is, one of your rulers, Virgo, if you're a sun sign Virgo, or even if you're not and you have Virgo in other areas of your chart and you're watching this reading. It's like cutting something away, changing, altering something in the relationships and love, but also in work and money. And I don't see it as a bad thing because I feel like it's clearing all this energy here with the feather as well. Now I want to see what this is. I believe that is the charm underneath it, 4-letter message document, because your wish charm's over there, so there's really only 2 that are shaped like this. So yeah, it is letter message document. Okay, so with this clearing, there could be a letter message document that you give or someone gives to you, or it comes in from your spirit guides, guardian angels, etc. That is gonna help clear and cut this and change the goals, plans, aspirations for the future in terms of work and money. Because now we're in work and money section, right? And so it's like altering, revising, um, changing what we want in terms of our work and money, okay? And how that also affects our other relationships, affects our work relationships, our romantic relationships, our self-love relationship, all the things, okay? But so far this is really looking very nice here, Virgo. So now I want to go pull all the way back here for a second, or almost all the way back. The majority of your bones and charms, okay, is in your work and money section, and also in your relationships and love, okay? But stuff that falls outside of the black mat is stuff that can be more in past energy, okay? So even though we kind of started here, we went around, and then we went up here a little bit, I want to now go on this past stuff too as well before we move forward, okay? So we already talked about Leo the lion here, but we'll talk about it again briefly because this could be a Leo person, Leo season, Leo characteristics of passion, creativity, strength, courage, right? Somebody or multiple people is thinking a lot about that in terms of work and money, and how that may correlate to some kind of no energy here. No could be more of a protective energy too, again, affecting the environment. Maybe it's saying no here, Virgo, to taking on more responsibilities with work and money, or saying no to something in terms of our confidence is not all the way there yet, because again, we need to cut something away, okay? We need to do the clearing around our work and money, and what our real goals are here. Are what's the target, what's the work and money target? So we set the target, and then we pull back the arrow and we hit it, right? This could have something to do with a Sagittarius, or during Sagittarius season, or Sagittarius where you have it in your chart, or just the general characteristics of Sagittarius. Can't say that word right now. So again, hitting the target in terms of work and money, okay? Now, when we look up here as far as past energy, Virgo, there's a lot of stuff going on in the past, right? And past can be different for everybody. It could be a couple of days ago, weeks, months, years, etc. But there's some kind of knowledge that started in the past about our sense of freedom and work and money, and how maybe that changed over time, okay? And how that also relates to what we manifest in masculine energy, okay, with the human teeth bone here, the coyote penis bone, in terms, of also how our past on loved ones, friends, family, the spirit guides, the angels, right? How they helped us and are continuing to help us with the finding the piece to the puzzle in terms of our financial prosperity here, because it's touching the fish. How we find good luck also with the four-leaf clover here. Good luck here, Virgo, because your symbol for Saturn is also here touching the skeleton hand, okay? And so that's earth energy, that's father time, that's getting organized, right? Serious energy, responsibilities, duties, all those things. So some of this here, it feels like here, Virgo, that it's like you have that naturally, in your Virgo qualities, okay? Or, yeah, you have the potential to bring that out, maybe more so than others sometimes. But it's like past energy and ancestors, spirit guides, guardian angels are really help, like, be like, you did this in a past life, or we're on the other side, we're your spiritual team, we're helping you accent those things and bring out those qualities that maybe you share, not share, maybe you show those qualities more clearly than other signs, okay? Again, depending on where you have Virgo in your chart. But they want to bring this good luck in for you. They know you can manifest these things with this other coyote penis bone here as well, with that masculine energy, maybe showing up in the 3D physical world in terms of your work and money here. Okay, and they also know that this feminine energy on the other side, it brings in the beautiful freedom. Okay, so we have the charm symbol for feminine energy on top of the freedom handcuffs, and they are also touching, okay, the coffin symbol here. All right. So coffin symbol here is just like the skeleton hand. So it's talking about passed on loved ones, friends, family members, energy from beyond the veil on the other side. Okay. So damn Virgo, if we pull all the way back, there was something else here in terms of spiritual energy. Oh, right here, duh. The angel coin. So it's like pass on loved ones, angels, ancestors, all in your work and money section this month. Okay, so it's like heavy spiritual team wanting to help you find more freedom, find what your financial and work goals are. If it's not about finances and work, right, it's about how are we being valued. Okay, so think about that as well. If like you're a retired person or you don't necessarily have to worry about money or something like this. I mean, everybody worries a little bit, but you know what I mean. Find out how it may resonate for you in terms of how you're being valued, okay, or how you're valuing others as well. There's something here in the past with the strawberries. This is my symbol for details. Maybe the details were more in the past. Maybe they need to be looked at again. Of course, we're talking about Mercury retrograde, and Mercury being one of your rulers here, Virgo, can be like an extra clue for you. Looking back at the other retrogrades throughout the year, we usually have 3 or 4 Mercury retrogrades each year, so it could be something about that as well. But I do see that like this past energy is like a lot about bringing balance into work and money, or how we're being valued here, and also, excuse me, how we're wanting balance to bring in this peaceful energy with the peace doves. It could have something to do with the Pisces or during Pisces season of this year, of last year, of next year, where you have Pisces in your chart, or it could also just be the general characteristics of Pisces, water energy, Pluto energy, going with the flow, not going against the tide, right? So this could be something that you or someone else was thinking heavily about in the past, but it's also, crossing over into the current future energies as well. Okay. I do see here, Virgo, a need to slow down a little bit here with something with the little turtle. Okay. So your angels, spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, past and loved ones, friends, maybe want you to slow down a little bit here and just like reorganize or revise, rewrite something about this, whatever you wish for in terms of work and money and how you're being valued. They also want you with the fork charm here to be like, if there was some stagnant energy still around a little bit in terms of work and money and being valued, what am I digesting at work? Not what you're physically eating, but what are you digesting in your work environment? Is it stagnant? Okay. Do we need to slow down and look at these stagnant areas? If it's not work and money, it's just about being valued. Where is there the stagnant energy too? Like, how am I continuing or reinforcing any stagnant energy? How can I get out of that, right? Because spirit over here, Virgo, wants you to take some type of leap of faith here with the frog, in terms of your personal power with the hummingbird here. What am I naturally good at in work and money situations, or what am I naturally good at in being valued, that's going to help me transform with the butterfly here too. So the hummingbird flies backwards. I always joke around that the other birds are like, something's wrong with that bird, he's not moving the right direction, but it's the fastest bird and they get the sweetest nectar. So it's like Spirit wants you here, Virgo, to take some type of leap of faith in terms of work and money and being valued, because it's going to bring this beautiful transformation, and it's going to be really emotional here for you or for someone else or multiple people, general environment situation with the water charms here. It can be very emotional because it's also about your support system here. Okay, so this is the snake vertebrae piece. So it's like your financial support system, your work support system, your value support system. Again, am I being valued? Is the other person? Is the environment? Vice versa, etc. Okay, and how can we bring in more happiness because we're going to get through this stagnant energy here, just a little bit, right? I mean, it's not everything here, Virgo, but if there's a little bit stagnant energy about that wish, right? With the dog ankle bone here crossing over the star, how can we bring in more flexibility to bring in more happiness, to follow our North Star? How can we also bring in more movement here with the bicycle charm underneath as well? It could have something to do with actual travel or modes of transportation, vehicles, okay, that kind of thing as well. But it's like bring in the movement, okay? Because you, here, Virgo, or someone else, multiple people, general environment situation, is really needing to clear something, okay? And is doing this, okay? Is maybe perhaps already doing this with the leaf and the animal claw here as well. It could have something to do with fall season beyond just, August, right? And depending on where you are in the world, the fall season is different for everybody. But it's like those dead leaves fall and we clear and make room for new leaves, okay? So this could be like coming to its full completion or energy during fall season, or it's just about clearing here, okay? Now, I do see here, Virgo, with a little bit of stagnant energy that we were talking about, there's also like somebody within a team, okay, with the bat. I'm just moving over so you can see that that's the bat. The bat was on top of the irresponsibility coin, and it's also touching, okay, the apple, the listening bells, and the cat's eye, okay? So it's like there's some type of irresponsibility energy here, Virgo, in terms of when we stop something and when we start something that we're not seeing clearly. This irresponsibility energy could have something to do with a teacher, or mentor, or guide. Doesn't have to be. Or a teacher, or mentor, or guide is helping you listen and watch out for these things that we're not maybe seeing clearly in terms of our financial work wish or being valued in some way. I want to see what's underneath it. I'm going to move it over. Okay. So hopefully the camera will focus in a second. Underneath the irresponsibility, we have your money bags charm. Okay. We have the broom, and we have one of the honeybees. Okay. So if there is some type of irresponsibility energy in terms of travel, or in excuse me, in terms of an actual vehicle, okay, modes of transportation, it needs to be cleared, and it needs to be like, how are we valuing this, right? How is this something also about here, Virgo, your individual power with the honeybee, okay? Your teamwork power, because teamwork is also the bat that was on top. Okay, echolocation, vibrations, my individual power, and my teamwork. Okay, now this irresponsibility could have something to do with family here, Virgo, with the seahorse. And it could not just be your blood family, it could be your tribe, whoever you consider family. It could have something to do with parents or wanting to be a parent or something here. It doesn't have to be, since it's the general reading, but it's something that is been longed for a long time. There's memories of working really hard within a family or with a family here. It could be like old memories of working really hard in a family or with a family, and maybe parts of that family were irresponsible with their money or with the work or with being valued or standing up for yourself, your individual power, or there's somebody within a team that was irresponsible about something, or somebody was irresponsible about their vibrations at work or with the money or being valued here. But again, there can be flexibility that comes in with the dog ankle bone here. There's also a striving for here with the alligator claw, right? If you turn it over like this, you can see it a little bit. Striving for these new ideas, striving for also the happiness following our North Star in terms of work, money, and being valued. It's there. Now, if we pull all the way back here, Virgo, you got masculine energy here, the coyote penis bone. More masculine energy here with the other coyote penis bone, coyote claw. Okay, so you got 1, 2, 3. 3 masculine energies. Where did we see? A little bit of feminine energy here. So it's like 3 masculine energies, 1 feminine. Okay, so what does that mean, right? It's like when we talk about work and money or being valued, masculine energy would be more in the 3D physical world. Feminine energy would be more in the 5D world, perhaps. So how does that also cross over into your spiritual unconscious in the next quadrant here? So how can we take that masculine energy and also like put it around, sorry if you guys hearing my stomach growl, put it around what we're thinking of in terms of any questions we have on the spiritual or unconscious side, right? So both of your skulls here, so I can flip over the other one so you can see it, if it'll stay. Here, Virgo. Both of your skulls in my kit are in your spiritual unconscious. That's where someone's head is at during this month. Could be you, could be someone else, could be multiple people, general environment situation. So even though the majority of your bones and charms fell in work and money and love and relationships, there's also a heavy emphasis on like needing to breathe, okay, with the snake rib bone crossing the raccoon penis bone, needing to breathe around all this masculine energy. Needing to breathe, so then we focus on also what do we wish for in terms of our health. So this raccoon penis bone then follows all the way and crosses over into body and mental health too. And then it's touching the wishbone, okay? So there could be a friend here, a group of friends, or just friendly energy here with the witch charm showing up here for you, Virgo, that can help you with your body and mental health this month. There's also a lot of good luck if you follow the line here, okay? So some of the lucky rabbit's foot is in body and mental health. I like that. And the majority of your nutmeg is also in the body and mental health. So abundance in those areas. Okay, whatever you want to manifest in terms of your health. There's also a nice feminine energy here as well. It's not inside the turkey wishbone, but it's like if we went further out, it's still kind of lining up with that. And then you got your baby all the way out here and your nutmeg out here. I mean, not your nutmeg, your buckeye, sorry. I always flip those two. So here, Virgo, it's like abundance, what we want in terms of our body and mental health, could have started in the past and manifesting this masculine energy and wanting better health for ourselves and or others, right? But mainly for ourselves here as we're talking about it in the reading. Could have something to do with, wanting children or working with children, your children, someone else's children, or just a childlike energy, something to do with your inner child here, listening to the inner child and how that affects your body and your mental health. But there's a lot of good luck here. And it's like it's almost like also the last thing I'll say here is that the turkey wishbone is pointing more to mental. So it's like what you're mentally wishing for, how you can listen to that, work with your inner child and bring that abundance and bring the good luck and work with the friends or friendly energy, because that's beautiful. Okay. All right. Let's see what your oracle card for this time. You got the bear claw, okay, and it was reversed. It doesn't mean it's a bad thing. So I'm not going to read everything like I said, but I will just take a picture later and post it out on the Facebook page. But I'll see a little bit here. It says bear claw talks about health and illness, and it says you're digging roots, right? And it says here, the message is trust your intuition and don't let others stop you from digging. Okay, very cool. And then in terms of when it's reversed, it says here, Virgo, don't take shortcuts and expect the same results. Traditions exist for a reason, and no modern methods can compete just because they are quicker and seemingly easier. Fast access to answers or treating the symptoms and not the underlying causes will heal your body and situations only temporarily. Long-term healing requires perseverance for yourself before you attempt to help others. Additional training or skills may need to be acquired before you can pursue the healing path that you are envisioning. Try not to be too territorial right now, or you'll lose your temper with those who are annoying you. You may be trying to warn people not to poke the bear, but they aren't listening. A retreat rather than a full frontal assault is recommended. Try not to smother those in your care, but instead allow them to experience life so they can become strong and independent like you. Very cool. Yeah, so I mean, again, the book has like reflection and has like 3 pages of all this stuff, so I'll post it on the Facebook page if you want to read more about it. But that seemed like it was the main little message there. So I like that it said keep digging, right? And again, you have, look at this, it's so cool. If we put your card right here, Virgo, it's the bear claw. Then you have another animal claw there. Then you have the alligator claw. Then you have another animal claw here. So it's like so cool that it shows up. So keep digging in your work and money situations and being valued here. Keep striving for bringing more abundance and flexibility in those areas. All right. But this is not a bad reading. Very nice here for you, Virgo. You guys always feel free to let me know in the comments to like or subscribe, whether you watch this on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, TikTok, all the things, because I am doing these readings for free and it does help my channel grow. So if I can ask you to do that and you feel guided, I greatly appreciate it, but no pressure, of course. So yeah, that is your reading here, dear Virgo and Leo. So I'm going to take a quick little break and then come back in order with the rest of the signs today. So we will be doing the Libra and Scorpio reading next. All right, guys. So you guys take care and I'll see you later. All right. Bye.